So, Hasbro, I got a bone to pick with you. Hello, everyone. I am Shane from Crystal Clear 101. Welcome back to the channel. So, this is going to be more of a ranting video, but I saw this on Hasbro Pulse. I have to get my opinion out on it. But I was on Hasbro Pulse checking out some of their latest pre-orders, and I came across one that I had to check it out. It got me excited at first, but the more I looked into it, the more I was finding problems with it, and I will go ahead and say, I don't care for this. Which is bad, because as much as I like Transformers, I do have a really soft spot when it comes to the GoBots. I mean, they did come out here in the United States just before the Transformers did, both the toys as well as the cartoon. Since Hasbro bought Tonka Toys back in the late 80s, early 90s, I don't remember exactly when, one of the licenses that they did get the legal rights to was the GoBots. And over the years, they've slowly incorporated like some characters into different series. The most notable exception being Crasher. Crasher being part of the what was it that they called it for the Walmart exclusive line, the Velocitron Legacy 500. I can't remember. I'll have the name of the series at the bottom of this screen, but Crasher was a part of that line. But even back as far back as Armada, Transformers Armada, the name for Megatron's Minicon was Leader 1. Leader 1 being the leader of the Guardian GoBots. So, Hasbro has actually made use of certain GoBot names over the last 20 plus years. But, let me go ahead and get to my point. There was a Select's Legacy United 3-pack that got announced. It's currently up for pre-order as of the recording of this video on Hasbro Pulse. It is the Transformers Generations Select's Legacy United, that's a mouthful, GoBot Guardians 3-pack. Now, looking at the three figures, they're obviously using existing molds. These are clearly just repaints, but the molds being used are the Velocitron 500 Cosmos, a Legacy United Gears, and a War for Cybertron Kingdom Warpath. Those are the three molds. And as far as the three characters are concerned, let me go ahead and say all modes, they look alright. Now, as far as the characters being used, let's go over them one by one. The first one up is GoBot Pathfinder, who's the one using the Cosmos mold. Now, at first, I thought he looked cool, but I decided to go and take a look at the original Pathfinder figure. That was where I started having my issues. Because the original Pathfinder, yes, like Cosmos, he was a UFO, granted a different style of UFO, but his colors were completely different. I mean, more or less different shades of gray, literally different shades of gray. Whereas Pathfinder here, I'm sorry, he's colored more like sea spray. With shades of blue and yellow, he may as well have just been sea spray. Now, the next one, GoBot Smallfoot. Smallfoot is the one using the Gears mold. Now, at first, looking at the original toy and the original animation model for the character, I will say this much. The front of the legs are color accurate. The arms, the figure itself is more like a yellowish orange when they should have been a straight up orange. The chest, however, on the figure is red. The chest on the original toy and the original animation model was blue. Not to mention, the head was completely different. So, that one I have not as much of an issue with when it comes to Pathfinder, but still very much inaccurate. And the last one I'm going to talk about is GoBot Treads. Now, aside from the fact that the cannon placement is inaccurate, aside from the fact that the mold, the alt mode, is inaccurate, I don't remember what kind of armored vehicle that Warpath is supposed to be. I don't remember if he's supposed to be like an M551 Sheridan. I don't remember. But the original Treads figure was more like an M1 Abrams. It was more like a, at the time, top of the line main battle tank. Not to mention he was more squat, whereas this one's going to be physically taller in his alt mode. Color-wise, he is accurate to the original figure. He is, color-wise, the most accurate. Robot mode, he's the most inaccurate. If I had to give any other little gripes, it would be the simple fact that the original figure does have yellow detailing on the feet, and I believe on the chest as well. But I mean, that one's a mixed bag. But as far as my thoughts on this 3-pack, I mean, is it worth the price that Hasbro is asking for? It's $74.99. Me personally, I am going to say no. As much as I would like to have these and have some GoBot characters in my Transformers collection, I am not going to even touch this one. Now, let's say this set ends up finding its way to a Ross, then I might pick it up. If it finds its way to an Ollie's, I might pick it up. But as it stands right now, I'm not even going to touch this one. I'm sorry, Hasbro, if you were going to give us a GoBot 3-pack, you could have at least gave them the correct colors. Yes, Pathfinder might have been dull, but it would have been accurate to the original character. I mean, I have seen y'all retool some of these molds to make them more accurate to whatever character they're trying to pitch. You could have done that with Smallfoot. Was that his name? You'll have to excuse me. Yeah, Smallfoot. And Pathfinder, I mean, not Pathfinder, Treads. I mean, the mold used for that is, it makes sense. You'll have to excuse me on that. But, I mean, the mold that's being used for Treads, I can understand it. But, I mean, there's not much I can really say about that. What I'm saying is, I'm personally not going to pick this set up. If you would like to, you're more than welcome to. I'm just personally not going to pick it up. But, if you like this kind of content, be sure to give a thumbs up. Be sure to leave a comment down below. If you are not subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video.